the people that came before us that did this. Like, man, oh man, it would have been something to be in here before anybody else and working this,
exploring.
Exactly. Oh yeah, this is awesome.
It's getting all packed up, and we're gonna head out and explore some old mining roads. I'm gonna meet my friend Mike. I got about a 6-hour drive to meet up with him in Revelstoke, and then we're gonna head up into the mountains from there. Should be a good weekend.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Took me a while, sorry.
No supercharger, no problems.
Story of my life.
Mama Bear let me steal her Jeep.
Nice.
Oh, I'm in the doghouse.
We'll have to be nice to it, eh?
I do.
I do like the paint matched roof rack and the duct taped mirrors.
Like there was an effort.
An effort was made to do something. What it is.
If we look at it from like the mirror side, there's about 3 or 4 mirrors duct taped into the actual larger mirror house.
Wow. We're gonna be hopping on a ferry here in a minute. We're gonna go across this lake and then probably find somewhere to camp along the lake and head up into the mountains and start exploring tomorrow. Pretty excited to see what we can find. We've got a few different roads that look super promising as far as finding old mines and alpine peaks and all sorts of cool stuff. So it's gonna be good.
Across the lake is only about a 20-minute ride, but once on the other side, things get extremely remote very quickly.
That was perfect, eh?
Oh yeah. We're gonna go hit another section of the ridge that we did last year and then head up another trail. And once that's done, I think we'll head south.
Cool, well I checked my watch and it's adventure time.
Exactly. Exactly.
We'd hope for a bit better weather for this trip, but it looks like today is going to be a bit rough. We'll make the best of it.
It's pretty foggy. It's hard to see anything, so maybe a total bust. We'll see. This trail just turned into a single track. We're gonna have to go back and find another way, I think.
We found the creek.
There's a creek?
Yeah. Water. But there's no way we're getting through that.
It's got to be that other fork.
We'll have a clue. Deactivation. Let's see what we got.
All right, it's 2 doors can handle it like a champ, right?
Exactly.
This mountain has been deactivated with several deep cross stitches dug through it that we'll have to make our way past.
Oh, she's dragging. I was scraping belly on that bugger.
This fog is crazy.
Isn't it? I think it's straight up cloud cover right now.
Hopefully we can get above this cloud cover, this fog, and actually see what's around us. Cool for a second. Got the Insta360 camera on the dash, trying out some new shots.
Some of the angles I can get with this 360 camera are really cool. I'll definitely be using this often.
Looks like the trail kind of disappears here, or at least gets sketchy. Oh, there's been a slide here. You don't see any trail from here?
It's much the same as that. There really were no other takeoffs.
Yeah, this is no good. I mean, we could drive it, but it'd suck.
Uh-huh. Right up there, it doesn't really...
This part's sketchy right here.
Yeah.
This is no go. It looks like a slide's taken out the road and we've hit a dead end. That sucks. This part right here is on a super slope. A super slope! Making up terms now.
How's it look like?
You know, the other one had like a really defined, like a hiking trail look to it.
Yeah.
This one's more of like a game trail.
This one's just done, right?
All right, we've made our way just a little bit east of where we were, and hopefully we have a little bit better luck. It's hard to believe that it's daytime. It's so dark out here right now.
As we made our way up to higher elevations, rain set in and visibility was low. Not exactly what you want on some shelf roads up into the Alpine.
We're starting to get up above the trees, and it looks like the view here would be pretty awesome, except we're in soup fog and it's pouring rain, which really sucks for capturing the views up here. Super rough trail too. Hopefully we'll get up to the top and maybe the weather will give us a break. Conditions are not optimal. It is wet. This is fun.
Isn't it?
Yeah. What we get for trying to get into the Alpine in September, right?
Exactly. At least it's not snow.
Finally getting out of the fog a little bit.
Keeps on going.
Yeah.
Up and up. You might
Man, I wish we could see.
I know.
We just made it to about 2,100 meters here.
The roads here continue up further into the mountain, but were extremely narrow and rough. With several routes to follow, we decided to go exploring and see what we could find.
Getting rough.
The clouds are letting up a bit. 2025 meters right there.
Nice. Be careful, that's a bit slippery.
Yeah, you're running two tracks. This thing tends to stay following pretty good.
Despite some cloud cover, the views of the valley and the lake below us here were absolutely incredible.
The rain is making the trail muddy and slick. These hill climbs with the loose rock are tricky. cleared up a little bit for us.
Yeah, it did. And now when we drop back down, we'll probably be back in the rain again.
Probably, eh?
But look at it. Look at it.
These places, way up high in the Alpine, just give you a different perspective of the world. These places are why I love doing this. Heading back along another route, we decided to explore these roads as far as they'll take us, and they seem to go a long way.
Well, we made it to the end of this trail. It looks like there's probably very spectacular views here, but you can't see them because of the clouds. Over here there should be just nothing but alpine meadow and mountain. We should probably hang out here for a little bit and just see if it clears up for us.
I'm good with that.
Well, unfortunately the weather's kind of making this a bit of a bust. I think we're gonna head for lower ground. We're gonna go check out an old mining ghost town, head out that way, try and find somewhere to camp around there, and then head up into a new pass tomorrow when the weather's gonna be a little bit better. So there's probably still good stuff to come. If you haven't already subscribed, maybe hit the subscribe button.
On the way back down the mountain, the fog cleared out, revealing some incredible fall colors and views of the valley.
It's getting nice out. This is nice when you can see.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of an improvement from the way up.
Definitely. Fall colors are really good right now.
Yeah. All right, it's starting to get dark. We are going to head up this old wagon road here and see if we can find somewhere to set up camp. We found ourselves a nice flat spot, set up the awning, the fire, got all nice and cozy, and of course it stops raining and the stars come out as soon as we're done. But we're gonna sit here and chill by the fire. What do you think, Mike? This looks pretty cozy, doesn't it?
I'm good with it.
Yeah. Definitely looks like it's going to be a nicer day today, which is what we need.
Oh yes, look at. We have blue sky, we got a little bit of sunshine. Much better. Much better.
Definitely much better.
I'm not soaked anymore.
Let's go mining.
Exactly.
So last night we kind of set up camp at this trailhead we drove back down to. And it looks like there's a really cool fire lookout at the top. So we're going to take a little detour here and go check it out.
Up at the fire lookout, we stood above the clouds as the sun was coming up over the ridge.
What are you doing?
It's an all right view. Wow.
Just don't run down this.
We reached as far as we can drive towards the lookout. We're going to have to walk up the rest of the way, but the view up here is just
Spectacular.
should be pretty cool inside. Very much like when people were working in it. Locked. They've got it set up like the original tower inside, so you could see what it would look like, you know, without the risk of people stealing stuff, I guess. Pretty cool. You can see down here, this valley. This is where we're gonna be driving through today, and then we're gonna go up and over these mountains. And up in these mountains, it's gold. So there's abandoned gold mines, old ghost towns, all sorts of cool stuff in there. So that's where we're heading.
I visited many fire lookouts in BC now, and because of where they're strategically positioned, to see all the mountains around, the views just hit different. They're some of my favorite locations to visit in the province.
We're on our way up the mountain. We're gonna try and find an old gold mine up here on the way, and then we'll make our way down to an old ghost town. So, I love this stuff.
Breaking off from the original route that we had planned, we headed down an overgrown road where we found something interesting.
We're just coming down this old road, and I noticed that there's a river here, and a river over there. It's just some kind of something over top, and I just got out to take a look. And it's a good thing I did, because there's a really old bridge here that has collapsed, and I almost drove right into this. The bridge is like way down there.
Yeah.
This is weird. Just kick a hole in it?
Uh-huh.
Oh man,
You broke the bridge.
that is not thick at all.
Nope. I think I broke the sketchiest bridge I've ever seen.
Like this part here is probably, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'll sing at your funeral. It won't be good singing.
All right, so we put some max tracks down just to kind of even out the weight a little bit right next to where this hole is. I'm just gonna slowly drive onto it and kind of see if anything gives. I'm gonna send her across.
The worst case scenario here is that the bridge collapses as I get to the other side, separating me from Mike and an easy way back.
Straighten out. Straighten out. Okay, passenger just a hair. Passenger a hair. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. You got her. Keep coming. Looking good. Looking good. Looking really good. Keep coming. Oh yeah, we got her.
Woo! Looking good. Looking good. Perfect. Yeah, straight. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, we did it.
Didn't feel too bad, right?
No.
With the bridge crossed, there was literally no turning back, at least not easily. Our hopes rest on a potential connecting route between this old road and the original route that we plan to follow, but getting there means driving directly over top of 2 high elevation peaks, and I was not overly optimistic about this being possible.
Now this is my kind of explorer.
It is great. No better place to be on a Saturday.
This road's been pretty long and steep. We're getting pretty high up here, and I just sent the drone ahead to see if it was worth going ahead. And I think it is. It looks like it opens up into a huge alpine bowl with this nice ridge you can drive along. So we're definitely going to keep going.
Can we do this?
We should definitely do this.
All right,
Let's do it.
From here on out, the road got a bit more gnarly.
Still going up. Holy cow. All right, you're good. Oh, there's no way this is going to translate on camera, but this road in front of us is super, super steep. It's all like shaly rocks. Once we get up and over this this ridge, we should be home free. And then it looks like there might be a road that connects to the other road that we wanted to be on that'll take us back down the other side of the mountain, meaning we might not have to come back this way, but it doesn't show that on the map. On the map it shows that they're like 100 meters apart, the 2 roads. Who built this road, man? It's not flat.
I need the manager.
Yeehaw! Woo! Oh man, there's another one. That was really steep. Another big climb up there. That one you can kind of tell how steep it is, and just consider that it's steeper than it looks on camera. It's probably not as bad as it looks from here, right?
No. No.
Then once we get to the top of that, I think we'll probably be okay. Let's hope so, eh?
We'll keep telling ourselves.
I only want to do so many of these climbs, but we're gonna have to come back down, probably.
Yep. Well, weren't born to live forever, were we?
The top of this climb marks the summit of the first mountain we have to get over top of. Things are looking good so far, but the next peak is way higher up than this.
Where's the road?
Great.
Woo! That one was kind of fun.
It was.
On top of that, much of the road ahead involves us traversing narrow shelf roads in landslide chutes.
There's got to be a mine up here.
I would think there was one originally.
This has to have been an old mine. There's all sorts of signs of mining here. Some kind of pipes. We got old rail tracks right here. Yeah, this is definitely a mine. Look at this. That's full of water. Mike said he found something up there. Go check it out. Hello.
Found it.
Yeah, that's a mine shaft. Oh yeah, there's water. The water's so clear you can't even see it. I almost stepped right in it. Well, I knew there'd be a gold mine up here somewhere. You can see up there, there's the remains of an old mining building. Isn't it crazy to think that people used to work in these holes?
Not a chance.
This used to be where someone worked.
I mean, obviously it was more open at the time, but still. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a hard pass for me.
Yep. Originally a pot-belly stove.
There's a big log in it.
Yep. Bearings are seized up quite solid. The people that came before us that did this, like, man, oh man, it would have been something to be in here before anybody else and working this.
Exploring.
Exactly. Oh, yep. This is awesome.
These mountains are full of old mine tunnels and roads, and the area is just stunning to drive through. The road that we were hoping to find on our way out is on the other side of this ridge. And in the distance, I spot a road that goes almost exactly straight up and over the top. Exactly what we'd been hoping for.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's gonna get super steep. Hang back for a second.
You betcha. How's it look, Sean?
Pretty shaly at the top.
No fun. No fun.
Hey Mike, we're on top of the world.
Sean, does it get better than this?
Nope. We are standing on top of everything. I can't believe this worked. And even better is the trail that we were gonna have to go back and get back on. There's a road right here down the other side of the ridge that connects up to the trail, and we can just ride that out and down the other side of the mountain. That's nuts. This is such a good day. And we found this by accident.
Exactly.
Now we got to drive down a pretty steep road to get back on the trail on the other side and get down to Sandon, and then maybe we'll camp there tonight if they're okay with that, and carry on tomorrow. This road's going to be nerve-wracking to drive down.
The trail down is a shale-covered shelf road that drops off into an abyss with an extremely tight switchback at each corner.
Not fun. Not fun. Yeah, there's a pretty sharp turn at the bottom.
What's that?
This corner at the bottom is really sharp.
Oh yeah.
Am I gonna make this?
You're looking good so far. Come back a bit. Nicely done.
There's another one too.
You'll have to excuse my overuse of the action camera here, but this is one of the few times I've felt like things were a little bit too sketchy to handle filming at the same time, so I just focused on the driving.
Okay, just tell me which way to go. I don't want to be in this spot.
Okay, come forward. Oh yeah, lots of room. Oh yeah.
Have I got it?
You got her, buddy. How's that feel?
Not good.
I bet not. You got her. You can just let her roll. Straighten out.
Wow. That should be the worst of that.
With a little bit of ground beneath us now, we were back on the original route that we had planned out and began making our way down the mountain.
Alright, we made it to Sandon. We're gonna find somewhere to camp. Alright guys, we made it through the pass. We're setting up camp here in Sandon, which is super cool. Old ghost town. Very few buildings left here, but there's an old power station. I have a video on this place. Check that out if you want to know more about Sandon. How to dry out the inside of your tent when it's extremely moist from rain and cold weather.
You said
And all your cushions and stuff are wet. You just have a fire in your truck. What could go wrong?
The mines and roads that we've been exploring were built by the workers of Sandon in the late 1800s, many of whom lost their lives doing their dangerous mine work. We felt it was only right to stop in at the cemetery and pay our respects to those who came here and explored before us.
1902.
what they use.
And in the morning, I began the long journey back home. What a great adventure.
bombing fires. We lost 6 airplanes that year, 74. And this was one of them. Eric Ewell was his name. And he tried to go up and down the canyon in bad weather. And he was like clouded right in. He punched her in at the top. So that's what we're gonna go and see.
These are my favorite signs. There's a bit of a gap. Bruce, the bridge is closed, man.